On November 2nd, the Houston Rockets defeated the Brooklyn Nets by a final score of 119 to 111. And unfortunately for the Nets, this has been the case when it comes to playing the Rockets the past few seasons. The Nets have lost 20 of the last 23 meetings against the Rockets, and they just have their number. The Rockets have the Nets number. Like I said, the final score is 119 to 111, and that's kind of been the case with Rockets and Nets games over the past few seasons due to the fact that both teams are very analytically driven and love to shoot the three ball. Both coaches, Kenny Atkinson and Mike D'Antoni, have always preached we want to push the pace and we want to shoot as many threes as possible. For the Nets, Karis LeVert continues to make his case as the most improved player, finishing with 30 points and just being able to start being the best player on the Nets and being that go-to guy going forward, as the Nets were struggling with D'Angelo Russell being the go-to guy. And for the season so far, Karis LeVert has started to be the person who's going to take over for the Nets at the end of games. He's going to be the number one scoring option. And as long as the Nets have Karis LeVert, they're going to be in games. Karis LeVert puts them at a whole new level, and the Nets have a lot to look forward to going forward. For the Rockets, they needed this win badly. They were 1-5 going into it, now sitting at 2-5. After a really slow start to the season, the defense wasn't there. The defense still wasn't there in this game, but the offensive powerhouse that Houston can be finally showed in this game. Most importantly, Carmelo Anthony showed up for the Rockets. Carmelo Anthony was the biggest name for this team, who was signed in the offseason and finished the game with 28 points, shot the three ball extremely well, and the Rockets loved using Carmelo Anthony in the paint against Joe Harris, who is nowhere near as strong or big as Carmelo Anthony. And when you put Carmelo Anthony in the paint, who's a bigger player for his size at his position, he's going to do well against smaller men in the post. And because of that, he was able to do well, and the Rockets are able to come away with a 119-102-11 victory and move to 2-5, while the Nets move to 3-6.